Welcome back to the United Insight. It is Friday, January 30th, 2026. We are officially in the endgame of the January transfer window, and things are heating up. Coming off that incredible high of the 3-2 win at the Emirates, the momentum is electric. Michael Carrick has just finished his pre-match press conference ahead of Sunday's clash with Fulham, and he didn't hold back on the squad's current status. We are in the final 72 hours, and this is what we know. We have the verified injury timeline for Patrick Dorgu that will unfortunately change our season. We have official quotes from Carrick on whether we will see a new face before Monday's deadline. And we breaking down the Fabrizio Romano update that has effectively ended the Ruben Neves rumors for this month. There's a lot to unpack, so let's get into the facts. Michael Carrick faced the media at Carrington this morning, and with the window closing on Monday night, the focus was inevitably on incomings. When he was asked about the possibility of any late business, Carrick gave a classic cagey response. He said, "We are just working through it. Never say never. A lot can happen and situations can be thrown up. We are calm. I am pretty calm. We have shown what we are capable of as a team. Now, what does this actually mean?" The reality is that while the manager is keeping the door open publicly, which is what any smart manager would do, the inside track tells a different story. Sky Sports reports that United are only in the market for what they call long-term strategic fits. This isn't about panic buying. It's about finding the right player who fits the long-term vision, not just a stopgap for the next 4 months. So, unless an unbelievable opportunity presents itself, a signing seems unlikely. It's a sensible approach, but for fans hoping for a last-minute surprise, it might be a little disappointing. We're building something sustainable, and that means being disciplined in the market, even when it's tempting to splash the cash. But the big news, the massive boost from this press conference, was about our attack. Carrick confirmed that Joshua Zirkzee is back in full training. His exact words were, "Josh is back training this week," which is good news. It's been great to have him back with the group. This is huge for us. Zirkzee's presence, his link-up play, and his goal threat have been sorely missed. Carrick mentioned he is expected to be on the bench for Sunday against Fulham. Just having him back as an option completely changes the dynamic of our forward line and gives us a real number 9 to bring on and change the game. This is fantastic news heading into a crucial period. Unfortunately, it's not all good news on the injury front. While Zirkzee's return is a massive lift, Carrick also provided some pretty sobering clarity on the stars who will be missing for the Fulham game, and the outlook for one of them is particularly grim. Let's start with Patrick Dorgu. The hamstring injury he sustained at the Emirates, right after scoring a crucial goal, is serious. According to reports from B-Soccer, which have been corroborated by club sources, Dorgu is looking at a layoff until mid-April. That is a massive blow. Mid-April effectively rules him out for the bulk of the remaining season. He's been a revelation on that wing, offering pace, directness, and a real goal threat. Carrick admitted the situation is not ideal, but was quick to note that the squad has the depth to cover for his absence. It's a test of our squad depth, for sure. This also ties into the other piece of bad news regarding Matthijs de Ligt. The Dutch defender remains out with that persistent back complaint. The Manchester Evening News is reporting that he is still not yet ready for a return to full training. This means the partnership of Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez, which has been solidifying over the past few games, will continue this Sunday. We've seen them build a good understanding, so there's confidence there, but not having a player of de Ligt's quality available is always a concern. So who replaces Dorgu? With him out for the foreseeable future, the frontrunner to start on the wing is Midfield Cunha. He was the hero against Arsenal, coming off the bench to score that dramatic late winner. His energy and versatility make him the logical choice to step in, and it's a huge opportunity for him to stake a claim for a permanent starting spot. Now, let's talk transfers and separate some fact from fiction, because the headlines have been filled with some big names. Let's start with Ruben Neves. For anyone hoping for a late midfield reinforcement, I have to tell you, this deal is off for January. Fabrizio Romano has reported that Neves is not only staying at Al Hilal, but he's actually advancing in talks for a new 3-year contract with the Saudi club. United's interest was real, there's no doubt about that, but the club has absolutely no intention of selling their star midfielder mid-season. It makes sense from their perspective, but it means we have to put that particular rumor to bed, at least for now. The other name that's been causing a lot of noise on social media is Cole Palmer. The rumors suggested he was unhappy at Chelsea and could be a surprise target. However, Chelsea manager Liam Rosenior has publicly and firmly dismissed those rumors. He's made it clear that Palmer is a key part of his plans. Fabrizio Romano has backed this up, adding that it would take a crazy amount of money for Chelsea to even consider a sale in the summer, let alone in the final days of the January window. So that's another one to cross off the list. On the outgoing front, there was a significant update regarding Casemiro. His summer exit is now all but confirmed. This decision has been made to provide clarity for the club's long-term financial and squad planning. However, it's crucial to note that he remains fully committed to our top four charge for the rest of this season. He's a professional and we can expect him to give his all until his final game for the club. So let's look ahead to the game itself. Sunday, 2 p.m. at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Fulham. We're searching for a third straight win under Michael Carrick, looking to build on that incredible momentum from the Arsenal victory. The predicted lineup from the Evening Standard suggests a familiar shape with one key change. They're predicting an unchanged defensive unit. Lamens in goal with a back four of Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, and Shaw. The midfield pivot of Mainu and Casemiro also remains. The big change comes in attack, where Matheus Cunha is tipped to come in for the injured Patrick Dorgu, joining Ahmed and Bruno Fernandes in support of our striker, Brian Momo. It's a strong lineup, and Cunha starting feels like the right call after his heroics last weekend. The stakes are high. A win could see United solidify our place in the top four, creating a bit of breathing room between us and the chasing pack. But Fulham will not be an easy opponent. Carrick was very clear about this in his press conference, delivering a crucial warning. He said, "One game does not make you a great team. It gives us a foundation. We have to be ready for Fulham." He's absolutely right. The emotional high of the Arsenal win is great, but it counts for nothing if we don't follow it up with a professional, dominant performance at home. We have to match Fulham's intensity and prove that we can consistently win the games we expected to. Let's hope the lads are ready to do just that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed for all the latest news as we head towards the deadline. Glory, glory, Man United.